coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the 66ers and the Arrows. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Tony Norton starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last three starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Now the pitch. Monty Smith stands in as he looks at ball one here. Dan Dero, we take a look at our home nine as they take the field here today. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first two games of this set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first two games decided by one run.
You know, Dero, when you get in these series like this, when one run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first, but both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
And the 2-1. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
The next 3-2. And this is taken for a called third strike as the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-1. Norton has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch-to-contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
There's strike 2 as it catches the outside corner.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
1 out, nobody on. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
And that's the beauty of having a guy in the 2-hole like him. He's almost like another leadoff hitter, working a walk with just 1 out. And I think there's a good chance that he's going to be on the move at some point.
So striding forward now, McGee. He's picked up 3 hits in the series and driven in 4 along the way. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Two and 0 now. It's
pick your poison in this situation right here. I know that runner on first is certainly affecting his mechanics, but now you're down 2-0, and you got to find a way to get back in his strike zone.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there. And it's a tall task to throw him out stealing the bag. But he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that.
Here's the 3-0. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Set to get his day started, King, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First delivery to him on the way. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
The 0-2 home.
1-2, the count.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. A couple of walks, but no damage. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on MLB Network. Adam Hendricks gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Adam Turner is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Dan Dero, as we take a look at our visiting club as they take the field in this scoreless ball game. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully...
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting second, the first baseman, Alton Kramer.
Stepping in now, Alton Kramer. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Schultz will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting third, the right fielder, Chet Tierney.
Striding in, Chet Tierney. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. From the stretch, and they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. He's running. Pitch misses low. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Oh, that's well hit. Deep center field. They're tracking it, but this is big trouble as it's down, and it's going to roll a while. And the runner is in from second. Tierney takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he's safe at the plate as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside the Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
Plate now, Antonio Nunez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The average entering play at 301. 8 home runs and 33 driven in. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. McGee onto the grass. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping up to the plate, Will Hernandez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
A ball and no strikes. Two out, nobody on. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Fouled off. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. On now to the top half of inning number 2. The Arrows are out in front 2-0. Leading off the inning, Ben Kohler, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
But that's to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Orlando Schultz.
Ready now, Orlando Schultz. He's gone 0 for his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. The pitch.
Ball outside.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Tierney is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
Batting seventh, the catcher, J.P. Humphrey.
Coming to the plate now, J.P. Humphreys. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the time run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Now the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here now the 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. At the plate, Mohammed Butts. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he cashed in with 3 hits in the losing effort.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. To the plate now, Rolando Valido. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 1 home run and 6 RBIs. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Hendricks, a right-hander standing 6'3". His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Outside, 3-0 now. Butts aboard here at first with nobody out. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's 1st and 2nd with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Dante Tracy enters from the pen in just the 2nd inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. A.J. Anderson will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. From the stretch.
Ball outside.
None out, runners at 1st and 2nd. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch.
Hit, run. Full count.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
So now to the plate, Tony Norton. And they do have him bunting with one away as he puts this one down. The second for one, on to first, not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Stepping in, Adam Turner. Trying to hang a zero. Here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. Schultz is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So digging in now, Ty Watts. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First offering on its way. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
3-0 to him now.
3 balls, 0 strikes.
Here it comes. Down the left field line and deep. Up onto the roof and gone. So a solo shot down the line in left. 8th home run on the season for him. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1 now.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
Into the box now, Dante Tracy. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. One is a cutter that misses 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
No outs, nobody on. Cutter, and that's a called strike 2. Two pitches fouled away. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Monty Smith. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
On the season, Smith is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. Fouled away. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Smith has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
And he chased it in the dirt. Anderson has it. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Into the box now, Tyler Blackwell. He drew a walk his first time up. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
2 out, nobody on. Oh, a tough pitch to lay off that time, but he got away with it. 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and his side is retired. But not before the lone hit in the inning. The solo home run makes this a 1-run ball game. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Arrows on top 2-1. Eddie Munkauskas is going to jump into this one much earlier than I think he ever anticipated. Bottom of the 3rd now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Alton Kramer.
The first baseman, Alton Kramer.
Here it comes. Hops this one up. King in foul ground, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Swings through it for strike number 2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate, Chet Tierney. Fouled off. And he might still be a bit winded after the inside the park home run in his first at bat. A 1 pitch on its way.
1-1.
Tierney has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. And it's fouled away. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 2-2. Liner in there for a base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
In now, Antonio Nunez. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. A throw behind the runner at second, and he'll dive back in safely. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 48.
Digging in to try it again. Will Hernandez will swing it from the left side right here.
Very difficult to be a switch hitter in baseball today. Without question, the more comfortable side being from the right side. So he's going to have his work cut out for him here, hitting left-handed.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
And it's 1-1. First and second now, 1 man out. Pulled softly out toward right. And that'll land between everybody. Base hit. He'll come home with it. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
The center fielder.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Stepping in now, Muhammad Butts, as he takes a cold strike on the black. It's 0-1, and they're runners at the corners now. Here comes the 0-1, and a sinker dips too low there, into the dirt in fact. Slider, and he touches 90 with that one. It's 1-2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. He's ready now. The pitch.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
2-2. Fastball in the dirt, but it's blocked nicely as he keeps it in front of him. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
At the plate now, Rolando Valido, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Second and third, 2 away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
The 0-2. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
So stepping in, A.J. Anderson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
The 0-1 offering. Behind 0-2 now. Looked like the changeup slipped out that time, and it misses well above the zone.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
From the stretch, the 1-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
He's set. The 2-2. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. On now to the top of inning number 4. Mexico City is out in front here, 3-1. Leading off the inning, McGee, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. McGee bats left but throws right and stands 5-7. He's making a bid to be an all-star this year with his strong season. He's currently the 2nd leading vote getter amongst second basemen.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that all-star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in 2nd place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
The 2-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
To the plate now, King. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Called strike, and he's behind 1 and 2. And that misses 2 and 2. High in the air out to center field. Butts is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, Ben Kohler.
Now batting, Ben Kohler. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Too low, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. The 1-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Hayden Norwood will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Tony Norton. Now here it comes. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
At the plate, Adam Turner. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Kohler is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now back, first baseman, Alton Kramer.
Stepping into the box, Alton Kramer. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
1-1 the count now. Now here it comes. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
The 1-2. Pitch is popped up. King has room in foul territory. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. New inning set to get underway, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Orlando Schultz.
Orlando Schultz.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes ball one. Ball and a strike. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So after the leadoff base hit, they'll have his wheels to contend with here.
Number 1, J.P. Humphrey.
Standing in now, J.P. Humphreys. As they look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Up top, it's 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Three and 0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
From the belt, the pitch. Fouled off. Three to 1 our score as we play inning number 5. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, third baseman, Ty.
Striding in once again, Ty Watts. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good off-speed pitch, had him out in front for strike 1.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
The 2-1 home. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. So they avoid what could have been a costly double play there.
Well, they dodged the bullet that time by avoiding the double play. That would have been pretty demoralizing to end the inning. Now they've at least still got runners on the corners.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Hayden Norwood. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th as he was a late entrant into this one. From the belt, the pitch.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Ball.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
The 1-2.
2-2.
Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at two. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only one run.
Stepping up now, Monty Smith, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
1-0.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Two out here and a runner at second. Bounced weakly near the plate. Throw in time and the side is retired. So one run on one hit, no errors and a runner left. Home half of the fifth coming up. Mexico City leads this one 3-2. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Chet Tierney.
The right fielder, Chet Tierney.
Here's the first pitch to him.
That's the ball.
And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. The 1-0 is taken, strike one.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
This is pulled into right. Blackwell is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Antonio Nunez. He's set. Here it comes. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. In for strike two. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Lifted in the air to center. Schultz is there, and he has it for the out.
The third baseman, number 48, Will Hernandez.
Digging in the switch hitter, Will Hernandez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Tyler Blackwell will start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Softly hit toward the hole. Reined in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now back, number 3.
Digging in, McGee. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
The batter, number 84.
Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. And another throw over. Runner back safely. Yet another check on first. Being especially careful here. So now to the plate, King, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
2-0. Here it is. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Runners on first with 1 down. Hit back toward the mound. Scooped up. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Francisco Betancourt enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Francisco Betancourt.
At the plate, Muhammad Butts.
For the error, the center fielder, Muhammad Butts.
And the pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
And this is popped up near second base. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Rolando Valido.
Into the box now, Rolando Valido. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, guys, well, maybe that's going to wake him up a little bit. Maybe he needed some extra motivation to square one up and get out of this slump he's been in.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That missed. That's the ball. 1-0.
Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The catcher, number 2, A.J. Anderson.
Stepping into the box, A.J. Anderson, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
The 1-0.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Too high. And it's 3-0.
Well, he knows it. But this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
He's set. Here's the 3-0.
Oh, yeah.
And he finally gets a sinker over here for a called strike 1. And that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2. Swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit and get you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
At the plate, Tony Norton, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0.
Nope. Ball.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
The 2-0 on the way.
Yeehaw.
Adam Turner would be next. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Seventh inning ready to roll, and standing in the outfielder, Ben Kohler.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1-0 the count. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. Three balls and no strikes.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw will not be in time, so good hustle there as now the possible tying run is aboard to lead things off here.
Now batting.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
Now here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And he's going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Tim Fish comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. Into the box now, Orlando Schultz. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he's back standing. The 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And it's fouled away. Lays off 2-2 now. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another try at 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
In now, J.P. Humphries as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Ready with the 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Ty Watts. Pitch outside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
The 1-0. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Ready with the 2-1. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
And awfully close there on 3 and 2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Dallas Phillips will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Had him out in front there as he takes strike 1 on the circle change. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. No runs, a hit, 2 left. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Arrows are out on top, 3-2. Edward Potter gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Potter.
Last half of the 7th here, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Adam Turner.
Adam Turner.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Turned on down the line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. The throw into second. But the throw is offline, and he's in there with 2 bases.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Stepping in, Alton Kramer. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Here comes the first pitch. Potter has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career. And through those innings, he's posted a whip a little under 1.5. Certainly something he'd like to improve on. No one out with a runner at second. Fouled away. This year against right-handed pitching, Kramer carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Now the 1-1 pitch. Count is 1-2 now. Potter stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
Sent on the ground out to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll add another run to their lead as the run scores from second to make it 4-2 now.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there. to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Into the box, Chet Tierney. Ball one to start the at-bat. A runner at first with no outs here. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
High in the air out to center field. Schultz will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the shortstop, Antonio Nunez.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Antonio Nunez. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Two and 0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Nope, ball.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1 pitch.
Here.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner in first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2, but he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Will.
Settling in now, Will Hernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. It's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. The count now at 2-1. Lays off the breaking pitch, and it's 3 balls and a strike.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. The 3-2 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
To the plate now, Muhammad Butts will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Bases are loaded here, one man out. Ball one. It's 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Now a breaking ball, but it's low.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
3-2 pitch. Here's a swing, and oh boy, this could be trouble. And it is trouble. That should be extra bases. 2 runs have scored. And he's in safely at third, as on the play 3 runs come across to score.
Yeah, and I'm sure the pitcher's talking to himself on the mound too, and I can't blame him. He's responsible for loading the bases, and he just served up a pitch that absolutely got roped for a bases clearing triple. 1 swing, 3 runs.
Newman takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. At the plate, Rolando Valido, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Standing in now, A.J. Anderson, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Newman, a 27-year-old. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Men on third with 2 down. 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that curveball was really a hanger, and that's not a good sign. He's got to get back on track. He needs that release point to get out front and get the ball down in the zone.
Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Mexico City leads it 7-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Christopher Meadows will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Devin Mize will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. So coming to the plate, Monty Smith. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
The 1-1. Is strike 2 swinging.
1-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Line, that's a base hit into left field.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
So now to the plate, Tyler Blackwell, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Turner is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Now batting, number 3.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, McGee. He singled his last time up. He's set and the pitch. Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
2-0. From the belt, the pitch. Hit down the line at first. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Mexico City is on top 7-2. Standing in, Devin Mize, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Pitch on the way. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1. Popped him up. King moving to his left. 1 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Adam Turner.
Now at the plate, Adam Turner. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Now it's 2-0. Bases are empty, one man out. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. The 2-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. The 2-2, and he struck him out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Alton Kramer is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Hit back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Angelo Love comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. All set to start the ninth in this one, and digging in is the big-time power threat, King.
Number 84.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
When your team is behind this late in the game, it's not a good look for you as a hitter to show no discipline and wave at a pitch that wasn't even sniffing the zone.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Now back, left fielder, Ben Kohler.
Digging in, Ben Kohler. Here's the first pitch to him. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Now the 1-0.
Yeah!
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. One out, nobody on. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike two. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box now, Orlando Schultz. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. The pitch. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Here it comes. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Full count now, 3-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
7-2 the final score this afternoon. The Arrows jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Tony Norton earns win number 4 on the season. Adam Hendricks lasted only an inning in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 7 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the visitors, 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Lightning and the Blues. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Dylan Kelly, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, he's looking to bounce back for a little bit better of a performance than his last one. Pitched less than 5 innings in his last one, was able to come away with a no decision. I think he and his team are expecting a lot more in this one.
Into the box, Timmy Hinson, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Fellas, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field this afternoon. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, this is a big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage the last game of the series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight, makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved, a lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
Standing in, Marty Riggs. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Riggs hits a little over the 270 mark. That evens it up 1-1. Pitch on the way. The mercury still rising here at the ballpark. 93 degrees our game time temperature. The 1-2 misses for the second ball, and there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Roll, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
And another foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Just low with the slider there. That's ball 3.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
A.J. Valido is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. The pitch.
2 balls, no.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2 balls and a strike.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mo Cole, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Low for ball 1. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Outside, 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Now at the plate, Eric Piper. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. From the stretch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Piper has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is, and shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. Fouled off. Ready on 0-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We're scoreless on MLB Network. Miguel Sandoval gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully, he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
Now to the plate, Johnny Jr. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Swing and a line drive. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Into the box, Shuhei Ogawa, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. So guys, our visitors, as they take the field following a scoreless top half. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, they played a heck of a game first game of this series and then dropped the last 2, not playing really good baseball. They have to find a way to win this one today.
No doubt about it, D-Row. There's such a thing as a good series by winning the last one and getting a split in the 4-game set. That's exactly what they would like to do today to get some momentum going into the next series.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Junior on at first, nobody out. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. Fastball right back to the mound. But the feed to the second baseman is a wide one. Fortunately, the center fielder's in the right spot.
Well, I think the second baseman felt the heat from the runner coming at him. He seemed to rush his throw, and that caused him to throw it wide at first. Tough turn, but I think he'd tell you he should have made a better throw.
Digging in now, Max Taylor. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Sandoval features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Right fielder coming on. He can't get there as it falls in. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with 1 swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Here comes the 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
The 1-1 pitch.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
To 2-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Bases loaded here, nobody out. And he fouls this one off. Working for the punch out and the offering. Fouled away. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, what a battle there, Dero. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting enough.
Now in the box, Derek Richardson looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope, that's the ball.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run, and
And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
In now, Shelby Marchetti. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Marchetti stands just shy of 6 feet at 5'11" and bats from both sides of the plate. He was taken in the 14th round back in the draft of 2013.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. This one's down to third. He's got it to second for one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning two on the high chopper. They only get one, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Set to get his day started, Morgan Thomas, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Here comes the first pitch, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. A ball and 2 strikes now. 3 runs already home here. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. 1 inning in the books here. Uranus is on top here, 3-0. Leading off the inning, Junior Santana, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Santana.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Inner third let go. It's a called strike.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Down 1-1.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Well, he kind of struggled through that first inning, but ended up getting out of it. Now here in the second, you know he'd love to get this leadoff guy and get off on the right foot and maybe settle into this game a bit.
The 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit out towards second. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate now, Ryan Hinkle, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Hinkle, a 32-year-old veteran, he's in the midst of his 20th major league campaign. Pretty remarkable. Almost 2 full decades playing at the highest level.
Yeah, and he's had to continue to evolve and adjust as a ball player. To stay in the league that long, 15 years, I can't begin. He's on the short list. There's not many guys who make it a year, 2 years, maybe max. I would wonder what the average length is of guys in the big leagues, but to stay in this game 15 years screams to being a great teammate and being willing to constantly adjust.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
To the plate now, Mike Morton. And that misses ball 1. Comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Marchetti is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting up, the pitcher, Miguel Sandoval.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Miguel Sandoval, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Ogawa is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Last half of the second set to go, and digging in is the switch hitting catcher, Dale Richards.
Dale Richards.
And the pitch. And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. And the pitch. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Into the corner and slicing foul. Misses, ball 2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
At the plate, Dylan Kelly, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Takes a cold strike 1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out. Ready for another chance? Johnny Jr. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the pitch.
1-0.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Now the 1-0. This one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. 2 out, nobody on. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Striding into the box, Shuhei Ogawa, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the belt, kicks and deals. A pitch out, the throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Leading off the inning, Timmy Hinson, and they'll need him to get something going here. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder coming on. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. Digging in for his second at-bat, Marty Riggs. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
In now, A.J. Valido. As a look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Valido is hoping for a ticket to the All-Star game, and he may well have one coming. Heading into the day, 2nd in fan votes among National League center fielders.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that all-star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward, the rookie outfielder, Shuhei Ogawa.
Center fielder, Shuhei Ogawa.
First pitch on its way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And he popped him up. In there, the base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
The first baseman, number 34, Matt Taylor.
So now to the plate, Max Taylor, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Popped up. And he drops it. A runner at first with no outs here. And he got him.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Stepping in now, Howard McKinnon, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. A 1 pitch on its way. Weak grounder down the line at third. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Derek Richardson.
So striding in, Derek Richardson. He's been a factor in the series with 5 RBIs on 3 hits. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And that misses, 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Ripped down the first base line. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Mo Cole, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First offering on its way. Fly Fly ball heading for the alley. And he is going to have extra bases to start the fourth. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Into the box, Eric Piper. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 home. Fouled off. The 1-1. Bat splinters as this is on the ground to first base. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Now batting, first baseman, Junior Santana.
Digging in, Junior Santana. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. To first. He's right there, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 33, Ryan Hinkle.
So striding forward now, Ryan Hinkle, runner in scoring position with Cigar. He's set. Here it comes. The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
That one catches the edge of the zone, called a strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Good pitch there down below the zone, got him to go after it.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. 2 outs here with the runner at third. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Striding in, Shelby Marchetti, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far.
The left fielder, Shelby.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Marchetti.
Drops one down here, and they'll try to beat it out. But a foul ball here, 0-1. In his career, Marchetti hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
One and two now as that one's fouled off.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
The 1-2.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And this This is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Standing in now, Morgan Thomas, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Bases are empty, one man out. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Ball two.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backward stag.
Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Dale Richards.
To the plate now, Dale Richards. A swing and a ground ball to third. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
The pitcher, number 44.
As we take a look at the pitch count, you can see that it's not that high. But you have to wonder maybe if the heat is taking it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to rise like this.
Into the box now, Dylan Kelly, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I put 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Mike Morton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The catcher, Mike Morton.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope, that's down.
A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Now the 1-0. Line drive to center field. Ogawa is right there, 1 down.
Now back, the pitcher, Miguel Sandoval.
So here now is the pitcher, Miguel Sandoval. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
1 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
It's a great equalizer. The changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer at that one out of the zone. And it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead of the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
At the plate now, Timmy Hinson, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Junior is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Digging in and looking for more, Shuhei Ogawa.
Leading off to the Blues, the center fielder, Shuhei
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ogawa.
Lifted down the line in left. But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole, 0-2.
They obviously had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's in there, base hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
So now to the plate, Max Taylor, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. A ball and 2 strikes.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Nobody out, runner on first. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone and it got fouled off.
Struck him out.
Now batting,
Ready once again, Howard McKinnon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Now the 1-0. This is line to left. Hinson is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, the second baseman, Derek Richardson.
Digging in once again, Derek Richardson. He hit a sac fly earlier. He's set and the pitch.
Ball one. Ball one, no strike.
2 out with a man at first. A ball and a strike now. A 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch or he's going to start getting hurt.
And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Ready for another shot now. Marty Riggs will start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's the cut fastball, but it's low. 1-0. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the center fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The center fielder, number 10, A.J. Valito.
Now at the plate, A.J. Valito. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
That's wide. 2-0.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And that's low. Ball 4.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Mo Cole will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. Runners on first with 1 down. And he fouls this one off. Here it comes. 0-2. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
In now, Eric Piper, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Ready with the 0-1. This one's flared off to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are two aboard now. Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Alexander Barrios trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Standing in now, Junior Santana. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Rip Matthews enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Coming to the plate now, Shelby Marchetti, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely do you see the same hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side.
Now a bunt attempt, but he missed it. Strike 1.
Trying to make something happen there with a drag bunt. Couldn't get it down, but I like that he waited a pitch to give it a try. Sometimes that will back the defense up a bit if they're anticipating it on the first pitch of an AB.
Hinkle is there, 1 away.
Now batting, not shortstop, Morgan Thomas.
Ready now, Morgan Thomas. First offering on its way. In there, and it's 0-1. Matthews, 33 years old. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball. The windup and the 0-1. And there's ball 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Now the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line. At the plate, Dale Richards will swing it from the left side right here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Stepping in, Ryan Hinkle. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Coming to the plate now, Mike Morton. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Inside with what looked like the slurve, 1-0. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Now the 3-0 offering. Ball 4.
Ball 4. The batter, the pitcher, Rick.
Parker Floyd will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Coming in to pinch hit, Parker Floyd.
In there, 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 0-1. Base hit, line drive into the corner. Throw won't get him.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Timmy Henson, who represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Oh and 1, here it comes.
0-1. 1-1.
Second and third here, one man out. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Weak roller right side. A play at the plate, the tag, and he's out at the plate.
He's trying his hardest to help his guys get back in the game, but this time he had no shot. Applaud the hustle, but the decision was a costly one.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. David Pierce will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Greg Siebel is into the ballgame as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. So digging in now, Marty Riggs. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Pierce, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in. Behind 0-2 now. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. That misses, 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chased one there as this is bounced to short. Scooped up on the second for the force out, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Brad Morrison gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. So stepping in, Greg Siebel. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit back toward the mound. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there, below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
To the plate now, Johnny Jr. This he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals.
That's out.
This is a tough guy to turn two on. It's got to be hit hard, and if you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
The 2-0. Lifted in the air out to left. Hinson will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, the center fielder, Shuhei Ogawa.
Into the box now, Shuhei Ogawa. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Pitch outside. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. Mackenzie Van Poppel will come on now to replace him as he's into pinch run following the injury. 1 out and a runner on second base. Three and 0 now. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Count is 3-1.
Spin and a throw back to second. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. The 3-1 pitch. He's in there for a full count now, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. The next 3-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Mackenzie Van Poppel will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Number 0, Mackenzie.
Lucas Morse has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Now batting, A.J. Valido. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Looking up is the center fielder. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center. Number 14 on the season. As they get one back, it's 3-1 now.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Into the box now, Mo Cole. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. 1-0 pitch on the way. Drilled on the ground is short. Fielded cleanly on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Urg Uno.
Digging in to try it again, Eric Piper. First pitch of the at-bat. Splitter swung on and missed. 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Got him in the chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
This inning didn't get started the way he hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Stepping in now, Junior Santana. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Uranus leads this one 3-1. At the plate, Max Taylor. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. First pitch of the at-bat.
0-1's the count.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hinson will wait on it. And he puts it away for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Howard McKinnon.
Riding in once again, Howard McKinnon. From the stretch. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
And he misses 2-1. And it misses 3-1 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Liner into right center. That's a base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
At the plate, Derek Richardson. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Hinson is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Stepping into the box, Shelby Marchetti. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Valito is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Freddie Castillo comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Ryan Hinkle, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Mike Morton. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Boy, not even close with that one. He's behind 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Again, another foul ball. The next 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Leslie Ray will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Inside, 0-1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
1-1.
Nope, that's inside.
And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Throw on to first is in time to get him, and the Blues have made it a memorable weekend. They take 3 out of 4 as this ball game is over.
Yeah, that is a huge save for him right there. That's number 300 in his major league career, tying him with Hall of Famer Bruce Sutter. That's something only 20-some other big league pitchers have ever accomplished. He has a lot to be proud of.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Blues hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Dylan Kelly earns win number 7 on the season. Freddie Castillo closes the door for the save, his 12th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score. First,